Hi, I'm Rachel, and welcome to my first Pachachka. To tell you a little bit about myself, I'm a student at Drake University, getting my master's in leadership development with an emphasis in talent development. I'm also a huge nerd, and I love learning technology. I recently started a new job at a company located in Des Moines, Iowa. My job title is an HR technical learning developer. I basically get to develop e-learning for our employees. I love talent development and my role here at LCS. When I started my new job, I was presented with a new software that I would need to learn how to use. This software was called Camtasia. At the time, I obviously had no idea what Camtasia was and how I would be using it. I quickly had to develop these skills. For those of you asking what is Camtasia, get to the point already. Camtasia is a software suite for creating video tutorials and presentations. Camtasia is owned by a company called TechSmith. TechSmith also owns Snagit if you've ever worked with that software. Camtasia has many options for someone to edit and modify videos to make them more professional. You can now be a producer in a matter of minutes, creating and editing video footage very simply by downloading Camtasia and learning how to use the tools. The first thing I learned about Camtasia was that there are 3 different options for recording when you first download the software. They are New Project, New Recording, or Open Project. New Project would be used for dragging and dropping in previously recorded video footage. New Recording would be for simply recording a new video, which could either be on-screen recording or facial recording. Lastly, Open Project would be for simply opening up a project you've previously started. When you buy Camtasia and get the software downloaded to your computer, you will see the Studio. This Studio has many features that I will go into further detail with you today. The 2 most important features I would like to point out are where the blue arrow sits. This is where your track will appear. This can be your video footage, your audio footage, and other features you would like to add at different points throughout your video. The orange arrow is showing you where your video footage will play. In real time, you can watch the edits you make to your video. The first feature that is available to you in Camtasia is the option to import your media, also known as your video footage. You can drag and drop pictures, audio, video footage in your media bin. All media imported will then go into your Camtasia library for you to use at a later date. Annotations is the next editing feature within Camtasia. You are able to add callouts, which are text bubbles. You can add arrows or lines. You may also add shapes. You can also blur and highlight features, add sketch motion, and keystroke callouts to your video footage. The next editing feature is transitions. These are what you will add to the beginning or ending of your slides. The title is pretty self-explanatory in that it is your transition from slide to slide. For example, if you'd like your video to start off with a fade in, you can add that to your video footage by simply dragging and dropping it to your video footage. The next editing option is behaviors. Behaviors are what you can add to your text in your video. For example, if you have specific words that are keywords throughout a presentation that you would like to call out, you can add the fade in option to your text so that it fades in. The next editing feature is animations. With animations, you can zoom and pan on various parts of your video footage, or you have the ability to add specific animations. For example, if you would like your video footage to tilt right for bullet points to be added to your screen on the left-hand side, you could do so by adding this transition to your video. The next editing feature in Camtasia is cursor effects. Cursor effects are pretty self-explanatory, but if you are doing an on-screen recording tutorial or demo, you may want to add various cursor effects to help your audience stay on track with you. My personal favorite is the cursor spotlight to help highlight a specific click. The next feature is voice narration. This has been a lifesaver for me on a couple of occasions. This is great because you can either record your voice with your video footage here, or you can simply add voice recording to different points in your video. There have been some videos that I have personally needed to add voice narration after I recorded my video. The next feature is audio effects. I cannot begin to tell you how much I love this feature. This feature is so important to audio with videos. The audio effects here do a great job and really take your video recording to the next level. I almost always apply the noise removal to each of my videos that I have. The next feature is visual effects. I personally do not use this that often, but there are times when I will use the interactive hotspot. The interactive hotspot is how you can add clickable links throughout your video footage. You can also remove a color. For example, if you have a green screen, this is where you would change your background color to an image or to a different color. The next feature is to add a quiz. You can add quizzes throughout your video to engage learners and to make sure that they have checkpoints throughout their learning. The last tool here is captions. To import captions, you can simply drag and drop them here, or you can add captions manually by typing them in. If you would like to watch a live demo of how to use a few of these features, please go to my YouTube channel to check out my live recorded webinar. If you are looking for ways to save time and money for editing videos, Camtasia is